This video will be a tutorial about HyperCam. I usually don't do tutorials, but today is special because it's an anniversary of a video converter that I love to use because I love to make videos and it's very helpful. First thing you need to do is download it. You go to hyperonics.com and go down on the left column to HyperCam. You can read this if you want. But you click right here and you could download server 1, server 2, 64-bit version, German, French. Right now it's currently 2.2801 version. And once you click that, you install it however you want. So once you have HyperCam, you could select region. You just click from 2 points to make a rectangle. To cancel the select region, you just right click. You also select window. This one is the most important because it somehow affects the audio. If you're using stereo mix records sound from your computer. By having this checked, it will align the audio with the video. And if you don't, then the audio might not align with the video. So I just have this checked just in case. Right now, I have this one checked just to see where I'm recording right now, because I might use pan. Here's 3 other options. I usually have iconized HyperCam window to the taskbar, so this will disappear to the taskbar. Or you could leave HyperCam window open or hide HyperCam window. You can have this checked, capture layered transparent windows, but I have it not checked because it says may slow down performance. Second tab is hotkeys. Right now I have F7, F8, F9. On default is F1, F2, F3, but for gaming, the first beginning F keys are usually taken. F7 I have is start, stop recording. While it's recording, you can use pause or resume. It'll still be in the same clip or file. And during pause mode, you can use a single frame shot, which I've never used before, but you could try it out. Pan the capture area when the mouse is moved and the following keys are pressed. Usually it takes 2 of these to pan, and then you could customize which key to switch pan lock. Sound, right now I'm recording from microphone. The other option is stereo mix, which records the computer audio. Some computers might not have it. An option to get it is go down to the right corner, bottom right corner, right click speakers, go to recording devices. This one might not be checked. It might be hidden, so you can check these and then try to enable it, and hopefully it should work. I remember when I used XP, I had to do a special combination of things and enabling and stuff. But yeah, let me go back. When you're recording sound, I recommend putting on the highest options: 2 stereo, 16-bit, 4400 samples per second. It usually doesn't give that much memory or file. I would prefer putting on the best sound options. 5th tab is record cursor. I usually have record cursor when I'm doing something like a tutorial or usually sometimes gameplay. If you're spectating, then you might want to have this off. You add starburst to the movie when mouse is clicked, star size pixels, mouse click sound volume, and screen notes. I'm showing it right here. You could customize the size, the font, and what you can put in there. The last tab is license. It used to be not free, but now it's a free worldwide usage, which I love, and it never expires. So you could check right here for new version. You go to their website. The tab I want to talk about last is AVI file. This is probably the most important part of Hypercam. You could browse for file name, open output folder, adds a sequential number to the file name. So this one will always number up, and you could change clip or something. It is recommended to have 10 rate in frames per second. If you can't do that, try not to go for lower than 8. If you do have a powerful computer or something, you could go up to 15 if you want. But 10 is pretty much the recommended one. This one is the ratio. You just think it as a fraction. You could change these two to maybe record like a slideshow, like 1 shot every second, or right now it's 10 shots every second. So just think it as a fraction. Keyframe every 100 frames. This one doesn't really matter to me. I don't really see any difference. You can put it at 0 frames, but default is 100, so I keep it that. This is the most important part, the Hypercam. Configure this compressor. Some people use auto or recommended, I forgot what it says, but my favorite is FFDShow video codec. I'll show you that one just in a second. This one, frame compression quality, this one doesn't really apply to this compressor, but maybe to other compressors. You could set it to 100. Default is 80. Limit screen capture to max 24 bits per second. I don't really know what this is, but it says maybe slower, so I don't use it. So by clicking on the configure this compressor to FFDShow codec, you get to this window. This is very useful compressor. This one is the main one you want to use. It should be on XVID. You want to have more than 65. 65 should probably be the lowest number, and then anything higher will increase the quality. 100% quality will probably be just a raw file. But so 99, well, 70 is good, 80 is good, 90 is probably too high. I'd put it around 70 if you want. But 65 is the lowest. This one I'm recording right now because it's not really important, which in the quality. This one also affects the memory, how big you want it to be. And decoder, here's a bunch of codecs. I don't really use any of them, except sometimes I use Sharpen. If you have that, you have this one checked, have this option, and for more sharpening, you put a low strength and a high threshold, and that's about it. So once you have everything you want, you click OK. So the most important part of this video, and what makes this video special and unique from any other Hypercam tutorial, is that I have a special version of FFDShow video codec. In this version, I have the latest version of encoders. Any version higher than the one I have has mostly lost most of these encoders, especially the most important one, MPEG-4. The current one, the latest compressor, does not have most of these compressors. And the version that I have right now is FFDShow Rev 3631. As I said before, this version, they do not make any more. They do not put encoders. They do not update the encoders. but this is the latest version. So I uploaded onto my SkyDrive in case I ever need it again, or if I forget which version it is. It is 3631. It first came out November 15th, 2010. And any later than that, the encoders are gone. I will put a link, a download link, in the video description for you to download. The first one is the one I have. It's for Windows 7 or like higher computers. This one I don't really know, but if this one doesn't work, I tried this one. This one I think is for XP or any low power computer. So if you want to have a powerful video compressor, I recommend specifically, or lower, it's probably better if it's lower than higher, FFD Show Rev 3631. That's probably the secret to my recording method. It will have this, MPEG-4, and all the other encoders. There's DivX3, and it's easy to configure the quality. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you plan on making videos, then I suggest using HyperCam and this compressor. Thank you. Something I forgot to mention in this tutorial is how to install the FFD Show Rev 3631. So once you click it and click run, it'll take a second to load. This will appear. Click yes. English, okay. Next, next, and this is the most important part. I believe the application plugins is what you need, but I might be wrong. So just to be safe, you should have all of these checked. Without the one that you need checked, the codec, the video compressor on the HyperCam may not show up. So once these are checked, click next, next. I'm not really sure about this one, but I have mine on a stereo, the default one. Click next, and should be next. And once everything's okay, click install, and once installed, HyperCam should work. The compressor on the HyperCam should work.